This is a bad idea. I have 2 traps right there, and then I have 3 fishing rods, 2 ring nets. Actually, I left the ring nets in the truck. 2 casting traps, and then 11 chickens and 2 bait lines. So we're gonna see what we can do out here, but this is a bad idea. It's not windy, thankfully, but there is hardly any land left because the water levels are still really high. So we have a problem. Right over there is usually an island I can get out on, set my traps if I wanted to. However, there's no land. You can't get in there at all. There's no land, it's just mangroves. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the traps from here on the kayak. I'm gonna set one right up in here and then the other one out that way. So we'll find some land. It just might take us a little while. So what are you gonna do? That's a good bit. I kind of like this spot right here. Let's check our depth real quick. It's about 4 foot, muddy bottom. Oh God, this is so difficult. I thought I'd have land to use, but I don't. Let's go 3 chickens and pull out the shrimp. Let's do a bunch of these in there. We're out there in the channel, main channel here, so we'll see how this goes. I think this is gonna do really well. There's some commercial crab pots out that way in the main channel. I don't really wanna be in their line. So I just wanna kinda get down here, get my traps done, and golly gee, that looks good. And this is ready to drop. Everything's set, ready to go. All right, we'll come back for these later on our way out. I'm gonna head down this way right here, and I'm gonna look for some land that I can get out and crab on. And the whole way down, I'm gonna fish a little bit. If I get lucky and catch something, that'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of redfish around here, and you never know what you're gonna get. It's saltwater, it's intercoastal, so we should do well. This looks like a nice island. We're gonna look around on here. I don't really like the spot. There's a lot of trees and stuff right in there, so I don't really want to throw my casting traps out right there. But I'll fish this section and go around the island, go between here and see what's going on up in this area. I want to find a beach that's still available to use. So we'll see what we can find, but ain't looking good so far. Yeah, everything is flooded. This is not what we were hoping for. We may have to change plans here. I'm not sure what's going on. I hoped that the last week of no rain would have lowered the water depths, but it doesn't seem to have done that. We're just looking for an island that we can get out on and crab on. Now I could definitely go in some of the shallow water and hang out, but there's definitely gators around here and I've seen some big boys, so I really don't want to have to just stay in the water the whole time. I'd like to have an area where I can, you know, have a defensible position and be on land. I see some land up there straight ahead, and I'm gonna go see if I can work on that, if there's anything there to work on, because there is no land on any of the islands, not one bit of land. It is just mangrove forest as far as the eye could see. You can't get through that. You can't stand up on that shoreline. There's nothing there to stand on. But up there straight ahead, there's a little flicker of light, and that's where I'm headed. Well, that's the very little land that we made it to. This isn't even sand, it's a broken down dock. Weird. I have another plan. You know, you always want to give yourself time to make an audible. I think I need to make an audible now, just because this isn't gonna work. So I'm gonna make that audible now. I'm going to go to another spot nearby that I know there's land that we can crab on, and we'll come crabbing on islands another day. This evening I'll come back and I'll pick up those traps. This is just not gonna work because there's no land, there's nowhere to just hang out and stand around and do this, and I don't really want to be in the water or standing on top of a little slanted concrete slab. Well, we're at a new spot. Never crabbed here before. Thought there would be a road here. There's not. It's just a trail that clearly hasn't been maintained in a while. Ain't no one touching this trail. All right, We're trying to find a pipe that goes from there to this lagoon on the right, and then we're gonna work that area. Everyone's gonna know where that is. We'll blur it out, that'd be pretty funny. So no one knows what it is. This spot's no secret. I don't know how I'm gonna get these crabs out of here. My bucket's already full with my own stuff. Just gonna have to drink all my water before I go. Find a way to consolidate. All right, we found our spot. We got pipe behind me, pipe in front of me. We'll work both sides and we'll see how we do from here. All right, well, we're here. We're gonna get these chickens running and go from there. My goodness, why is this all tangling? You know, this happens so much. Just you get to the spot and everything just starts to go wrong. Send the sucker out. Really hope that even with all that current right there, there's crabs right there. So we'll see what's going on shortly here. I hope they're hungry and I hope they eat. I hope there ain't no gators nearby either. Woo! Slipping and sliding. Let's check casting trap first. Oh, we got one. That's small male. I'm gonna let him go. You know, you don't have to have any size limit, but I don't keep tinies. All right, next. Nothing. Someone's messing with the chicken though. This side's not too good. And nothing. All right, we're gonna do one more trial in this area, and then we're gonna move to another spot. If there's nothing on these ones, we're out. Moving to another section. Well, there's something there, but they're small. So we're staying. That's what it looks like. The other little one, I don't know why, they're tiny though. We could have all the little crabs we want, but we want the big ones. Big ones are worth it. Nothing. This side's not been very good. Yeah, this side sucks. Let's just move spots. Let's do it now. Nothing yet. Hopefully this spot's better than the last. That feels heavy. Oh, there's a cat. There's a puffer fish, and that's a keeper. Look at that. Let's let that puffer fish out. Keep that crab in. We'll throw him back in with a it's a cow drag here. Uh-oh. There we go. Pufferfish are very common around here. Let's grab my tail. Back he goes. Oh, look at this tiny guy. Little baby. Go home. It's always funny when you get little crabs. We're at two keepers, both on ring nets. It's rare that ring nets do better than other things. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day, not since breakfast. It's like 3 o'clock now. We got 2 crabs to start. They're looking really good right now. Both about like 5.5, 6 inches. We just need a couple more. Hopefully there's some in the traps and we can move on from there. Ham and cheese, man. Ain't nothing like it. Let's see if we got any. Nothing yet on this side. This side seems to be pretty awful. Next, another pufferfish. It's all puffed up. See you, dude. Let's get this a little further out. Get better out further. Nothing. We'll try this against that mango. Oh, there's another little one. It's the same guy probably. Same little fella from before. We'll try against that mangrove again. This is coming loose. Just tighten it back up. Golly. Nothing over here. This is crazy. I'm gonna move this down. I want to try over here. Some nice rocks right here, actually. I like that. There's a little one again. These tiny ones are really annoying. They're all over the place. Come on, fall down. Let go, bud. If you let go, you fall. Let's put them in the water. Let go. There he goes. Back to it. Nothing's touching over here, man. There was two guys here earlier, and they were getting bites on this side, but the crabs just kept letting go. So I figured this would be a good spot. So we'll see, but nothing's even biting yet. And I put out a chicken line just to test it. See if they're gonna go for a chicken line versus the ring net or something. Just sometimes I find crabs are weird like that. Ain't nothing on it. We got 3 lines over here now. Nothing yet. Dang, man. It's a real disappointment today. Tell you what, it ain't that bad. If we don't catch a lot, we'll do crab soup. Ooh, look at that guy. He looks good. Yeah, we'll take him. There we go. That was pretty sweet, actually. Yeah, he's probably close to 5. Let's measure him. Let's pull up my measuring tape. If he's over 5, I'll take him. If he's under, I'll let him go. He looks like he's not that big now that he's out. But that was pretty, he's got a nice claw there. Oh, dude, you're crazy, bro. You are crazy. Let's pull our net. Here we go. All right, we want 5. So start at 1. Oh yeah, he's 5.5. There we go. Finally. That was pretty cool. He flipped out. That's what we're talking about. We are back on it. I use 2 cameras and my cell phone to film everything. What's really annoying about the little GoPro, the old GoPro, is it overheats a lot. So I gotta turn it off and turn it back on and all that stuff over and over and over again. Nothing over here. That's okay. We're up to 3 now. We want a dozen. So the goal is a dozen. If we get less than a dozen, we'll be happy. But if we get more than a dozen, we'll be pumped. So these are my 3 things I use to film. So I have my old GoPro, the GoPro Hero 7. And then I use here the cell phone, which is an iPhone 13. And then of course I use here the GoPro Hero 13. So I try to get as many angles as I can, but sometimes that's just very difficult in action shots. So yeah, I'm trying to get better at that, but I will get better as time goes on. And my goal is to get a drone down the road. So if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, that'd be really cool if you do that. As the channel grows, the budget gets bigger, and as the budget gets bigger, the films get better. So stick to the roots and go from there, you know? This is tighter. Let's grab that net. Maybe there's one on the chicken. See, look at that. That's got some tightness to it. Yep, there's one on there. And he let go. He let go. He saw my shadow. Big tip for chicken lining. So when you chicken line, a lot of times you want to not have a shadow. So you'll see how I have a shadow right there. He saw that shadow and he bolted. But there was one in there. So we'll actually try this on the other side. Now notice on this side, I have no shadow. My shadow is behind me. So we're gonna test this theory out, see if it works for real or not. And if it does, we're gonna use that from now on. I think we're gonna do a fishing video next. Tired of crabbing at the moment. Yeah, little female. Yeah, see that? Immature female. Tiny little gal. That's the G out there. Go. There we go. Yeah, we're doing a fishing video next. I want to go snooking. I'll probably drop crab traps anyway though. I feel like it doesn't make any sense to not crab and fish at the same time. I was like, what was that? Pufferfish, just a pufferfish. So we came to a new spot. I came here about a week or two ago, probably 2 weeks ago, and I caught a bunch of small ones. I'll show you real quick. Little guy, another little guy, and just a whole bunch of that. So hopefully we do better today. You never know, sometimes places change up in just a couple weeks, but typically if you catch a bunch of little ones, it's just a bunch of little ones. You know how it goes. Figure I'd try it again. I got a couple hours till dark. It's 4 o'clock now, a little after 4, like 4:30. And then once I'm done here in about 2 hours, I'll go grab the traps and then go home. Get home around like 8:30. Dude, there's so many freaking yellow jackets here. That's why I didn't like the spot that much. But there were a lot of crabs. I mean, I caught like 20. So you catch 20 crabs, you go back, but they were just not that big. There's a lot of commercial crab pots out that way in the channel past the islands. The islands are all flooded up. Unfortunately, honestly, that could have been a good spot to go right there on the end of that island. Maybe I'll go there next time. Maybe I'll go that way instead of that way. Didn't really work out today with the island crabbing. But I do plan to do an island crabbing video here sometime, just because it's a really cool spot. And these islands are really cool and really fun to play around in. I really like these traps. I'll be honest with you. They're so long, but like the lines are really long. You could always cut that down if you wanted. So ain't a big deal there. But let's check this and make sure it's in a good spot. That way we don't intertangle the two of these real quick. Look at that. Nothing. Because it didn't freaking close. Because it does that all the time. Love it. I feel like I like these a lot. They catch a lot of crabs, but oftentimes they'll screw up on you. And they definitely don't. Oh, you're kidding me. Holy crap! Where's my net when I need it? That crab just came up and started pinching at me. Is he still there? Son of a gun. Where'd he go? You see this? Whenever you don't have a net, you have a crab jump up at you, dude. Like, what the heck? Okay, let's continue what we were doing and hope he comes back. All right, maybe that crab will come back. He was a nice 5.5, probably. Whatever. It is what it is. Nope, he's nowhere to be found. He just swam up to me, dude. Started pinching his claws in the water. Give me a crab, give me a crab, give me a crab. Holy crap, we did it. We got one. Nice white belly guy. That's what we're talking about right there, man. Beautiful crab right there. He's big enough. He's big enough. I knew it. You know, today has been a grind. You only lose when you give up. Remember that. You know, I wonder if that's the same crab that swam right up to me. None of these are huge, but they're all like average size, you know, and I'll take that. Better than nothing. So we're doing what we're supposed to. Oh, we got a little one. Honestly, look at those tiny little claws. We're gonna let him go. See ya, dude. If he had big claws, I would have kept him, but he didn't. I'm gonna go grab the traps now and then come back and check these once I'm done. No one's coming into this spot anytime soon, so give them about 20 more minutes and then I'll be back. All right, I'm on the way to pick up the traps. Wind has picked up from this morning. I'm rocking and rolling and trying to make it there without capsizing. I'm not gonna capsize, I'm just kidding. But there's a osprey right up there on that tree. We're gonna come up near him in a second. We're gonna grab our first trap, then ride back over that way, grab our second trap, and then be calling it out of there, and then go grab our stuff and then call it a day. Sometimes you can see crabs swimming around on the top out here, so I always bring a net. So I got a net here. I'm ready to rock if anything happens. I left the fishing rod. I just didn't feel like fishing right at the moment. I felt like just getting stuff and getting out and going home and cooking these crabs. There's our trap, straight ahead to the right. Man, it got real choppy, didn't it? Ah, it's so hard. Why do I do this to myself? For the crabs. All right, moment of truth. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, we got one keeper. Better than zero, that's a let go for sure. Just stick it up front for now. That ain't gonna work. There we go, right there. Right there. Let's put the buoy in the kayak. And let's keep going. All right, there's our last trap. We are almost to it. We're gonna have 5 keepers so far. Oh, geez. This is a lot of work for 5 keepers. This is a slog right now, and I did a lot. I did a lot today. There we go. Please be a lot. All right. All right. Look at that trap. Oh, baby. All right. There's a couple keepers in there, a couple small ones, that's for sure. We'll go through it when we get back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 6. 6 crabs in there, baby. That looks chaotic right now, doesn't it? Let's get out of here. Oh, jeez. Look at all these guys right there. Keeper, 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 keeper. Maybe 4, maybe 3 or 4. Let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it grow. We don't keep tiny crabs in this house. But if we got any on those lines, we might be able to get to 10 if we're lucky. We got 1 and then maybe 4, and we had 5 or 4 already, so that'd be like 9. So we might have 8 to 9 crabs keeper already. See, I can't even put my hands forward as far as I normally do when I kayak. I guess the backwater was a little better than the main water. Interesting. What are you gonna do? Look at all them. Well, I think we know which trap works better. There we go. I can't see it all. We'll see how this comes out. This will probably be the thumbnail. Let's put them all right here. There we go, thumbnail. There we go, man. Beautiful stuff. All right, time to sort through the mess. Who are we taking, who are we leaving? Let's drop that to the ground. All right, here we go. Who's coming with us and who's going home? I'm gonna dump y'all out and find out. All right. Let's open this up. You're going home first, that's for sure. That one's going, I think he's coming with us. Let's catch him and him. I'll take you. Nice claws on him. No size limit, but that's a 5er, easy. There's another we'll take. Nice. Let go. All right, next. Oh, there's bees everywhere, dude. This is not good. I should have dumped the bait. Get out of here. Bees, bees, bees. If I get stung, I get stung. All right, there's all 4 of them. Let's go through them. We'll take this one for sure. He looks all right. We'll let those 2 go. You can go. Whatever, we'll take you. Do we want him? No, he's kind of small. This one's good. Definitely take him. Kick him around a little bit. That's 3. And then we'll see what we're taking this one for sure. The other one's gonna go. Holy crap, the bees are getting mad. Don't get stung, don't get stung, don't get stung. Get away, bees, get away. That one's gonna go home. Dude, these bees suck. Push this one out, let him go. There you go, bud. Go home. Go home. Fly away. See ya, dude. There he goes. He's off. Let's send these 2 home right now. See you guys. Quit fighting each other. You guys have the whole water and you're gonna choose to fight each other. There you go. Go home. There they go. They let each other go. Now they're gone. Oh boy, I'm gonna get stung trying to get this one out. Oh boy. Let's just start dumping the chicken out into the water or something. Whew! These yellow jackets are not happy. Oh no, there's like 20 yellow jackets on this. How do we get this done? How do we get this done without getting stung? You can probably see those yellow jackets. They're everywhere. They're all over the bait. I should have dumped the bait when I was in the water. Oh my God, I didn't expect that. This is a challenge. All right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's push him down, get him out of there. There, he's in the bottom. Over this way. All right, crawl out, crawl out. Let him crawl out. There you go, bud. There you go. There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And in the net. And he's in the bucket. Now we just got to dump all that bait. Pull, pull. Let's get my paddle out of there. All right, the bait's all out. Let's go throw this. All right, let's pull the kayak out. Oh boy, yellow jackets are everywhere. We're really ticking off the yellow jackets right now. There we go. Chicken doesn't hurt the environment. Crabs will eat it, the fish will eat it. Yellow jackets are everywhere though. Oh my gosh. Hockey. Just fling that out there. Let the crabs have it. All right. We didn't get stung. I thought I was for sure gonna get stung right there. I hate yellow jackets. They're like the worst. They can sting and then continue to sting and continue to sting and continue to sting. I remember when I was a kid, we had yellow jacket nests in our neighborhood, in our backyard. And what we did was we put a rock over top of the hole they were coming out of. And then they opened a new hole and we put a rock on top of that and they never came back. I remember there was another one on top of the creek, and like on the little bank on the side of the creek, little cliff there, and we knocked it out, pushed it in the water. Crazy stuff. All right, let's get these crabs, buckle them up. We'll put them in the cooler. There's a little bit of ice. Oh my fudge. Bug got on me, I thought it was a bee. All right, well, there we go. We almost filled a cooler. I swear, 8 o'clock feels like midnight now, dude. I'm exhausted, but I got 9 crabs here to cook, so I'm gonna get that done. That's a good one. There we go. None of them are huge. They're all pretty average, honestly. Very average. I worked so hard for them today, though. Uh-oh. Get back. Chill out, bud. All right, first layer's down. We're gonna see if we can fit like 6 of them in here. There we go. Little sea salt here. I forgot to do the sea salt last time, I realized. There's our first one we got today. He's probably our biggest, for sure. We'll do 6 in this one and then 3 in the next one. There we go. Let's pull that little leaf out of there. And here we go. There we go. And here we go. A little bit of sea salt. There we go. First set, ready to rock and roll. Oh baby, these look awesome. Let's get them in the sink. I always put them in the sink. Let them sit and chill until I'm done, and then I put them in the fridge and clean them later usually. I might have a couple claws today though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling a claw. Let's get that claw right there. Next. Here we go. Here we go. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. A couple are smaller size, but what are you gonna do? They're about 5 inches, so it is what it is. I usually keep them a little bit bigger, but I was kind of desperate. I didn't really have the option, for the most part. Sea salt. Don't want to forget the sea salt. These are cooked perfectly. dip in the seasoning. A little bit more in there. Got a little seasoning on my finger. Oh my god, that's so good. Let's pull the rest of this out. That spice on that Maryland crab seasoning, it's incredible. Like, I don't know if I could cook without it anymore. Little chunk right there. A little bit off the top. These are definitely ready. And they're definitely good. Get this other one popped. Dang it. I always do that. Break it too far. There we go. Got it all out in one piece though. That's nice. A chunk off the cutting board there. These are good crabs. I'll tell you, they're good crabs, that's for sure. Probably tastes better than the mangrove crabs, I'm not gonna lie. That is a good claw. Obviously, we can't stop with just one. Let's grab another. That is so good. This is a little bit of a light crab, unfortunately, but nothing you can do about that. Oh, he's really good. He's a juicy boy, isn't he? Sometimes the crab quality is a little bit lower than normal, but the crab tastes the same.